Y'all, y'all ready for this? Yeah.
What is up, world? Welcome to What We Watched. I am Matt. Thank you so much for joining us. And today we are looking at the final trailer for Toy Story 4. Now, if I'm completely honest about this movie, if I had to sum it up into one word, it would be unnecessary. I think that the Toy Story trilogy is essentially a perfect animation trilogy, one of the best of all time. And I think that Toy Story 3 left it on a perfect note. So when I heard that they were doing a Toy Story 4, I was actually incredibly disappointed and thought that this was probably one of the most cash grabby things that Pixar has ever done. But Pixar across the board always seems to deliver. They've had very few missteps, and I don't think that they would do that with a Toy Story property. But it feels so extra. It feels so, like I said, in one word, unnecessary. So I wasn't super thrilled with the first couple teases and trailers that we've gotten. I mean, I think it looks fine, but I am still going to see this movie because Pixar literally just stabs your emotions right in the soul. And so I'm excited to see what they do with it, but before even seeing this trailer or before seeing the movie, I just thought that this was a little bit extra and not needed. So let's see if this trailer changes my mind, and let's watch it together. Starting the trailer in 3, 2, 1.
Woody? Why am I alive?
So that's Forky,
You are a
apparently the
toy.
new character.
You belong to Bonnie.
Bonnie made a
These are
toy.
your friends.
Woody, I have a question. Well, actually, not just one. I have all the questions.
That animation is just so good. If you watch the first Toy Story and then go to this one, it's just incredible.
Help with that? No, I got it.
That's funny.
I know, this is a little strange.
Little road
but
trip.
We all have to make sure nothing happens to Forky.
Oh, okay.
Something happened to him.
Buzz, we gotta get Forky. Roger that.
All right, we're going on a mission, it looks like.
Change of plans.
Oh, Pete shows back up. That's
Rex,
exciting.
potato head.
Hey, watch it, buddy.
Let's go save us Spork.
Whole team's back together.
Be worried.
Well, my guys are veterans. They'll hang in there.
On my way, Woody.
He's falling with style. Ooh. It's a dangerous place to be, Buzz.
I know the perfect toy to help.
Oh, yeah.
Duke Kaboom.
Duke Kaboom.
Canada's greatest stuffed
AKA Keanu
Oh,
Reeves.
yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
He's posing.
Yeah.
Duke, we need
Hold
to...
on. One more. Oh, yeah.
Those are some great poses.
Hold on.
Oh, sticky hands. Is that a skunk? What was that?
Me? I've known that guy my whole life. 2 days.
2 days.
Is that how we look on the inside?
Oh my gosh. The
There's
toy
so
was
much
murdered.
Fluff.
We have to find him.
Toy just
Mom.
died.
Bonnie needs Forky.
Aw, Sheriff Woody always coming to the rescue.
That is true.
That's gonna be quite a jump for you and Duke.
For me,
Why?
Let's kaboom.
But can toys die? I mean, we saw one get torn up.
That's where Forky is being kept.
How do we get that key?
what about the old plush rush?
There you go.
Oh, where did you two come from?
Oh my gosh. Oh no.
Well, we're not doing that.
Okay. Whoa. I'm like, that's against the rules. Unless you're Sid, you cannot do that. So that's our final look at Toy Story 4 before it comes out. And overall, I mean, it looks good. It looks exciting. The animation is just so good. Seriously, I mean, Toy Story, the first one, is just seriously a milestone in animation and how good it was. But if you watch it now, it's pretty rough, especially like the humans. The humans look terrible. And so to see kind of that evolution, see how far Pixar has come is really exciting. And it's going to answer a lot of questions, it looks like, almost of the like, what makes a toy, like what makes a toy come alive. Like, if I remember being a little kid and being in the back of my parents' car or minivan and just being super bored, and so I would pretend like a pen was a action figure or a paperclip was an action figure, just, you know, to pass the time and because I was bored. So in this universe, would that mean those things are alive, or do you have to name it? Maybe it's the act of writing her name on the toy that kind of makes it come to life. It'll be really interesting to kind of see how that all works out and building that world out a little bit. I have a few theories of how this is going to go. I might post a different video about that. And actually I won't. I think that potentially Bo Peep could be bad. She could be evil. She's been missing for a while, and maybe she kind of is jealous of this new toy that like isn't really a toy that becomes a toy or something like that. I don't know if they would go in that direction. That's a little bit dark and kind of retconning a character that has been a nice character for a while, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, I'm recording this after I'm done recording, and I'm just going to put it in the middle because I don't think I'm going to do a full video on why I think Bo Peep is a bad guy. So I'm just going to throw this in there. There's a line in here, and I'll put it right here.
We have to find him, Mom.
Bonnie needs Forky.
Aw, Sheriff Woody always coming to the rescue.
And it seems to be Bo Peep talking about how Woody's always coming to the rescue, and it seems like he's trying to save Sporky at the moment. And maybe that's going to be some of her motivation as a villain, that she gets super mad because Bo Peep obviously is gone and has been lost, and at no point did her boyfriend, whatever she would classify Woody as, come to save her, but yet he's coming to save this Spork who he's only known for, as we learn later, 2 days. And so maybe she's just sick of all of these other toys. It's like an antique store, maybe all the other toys being taken and all the other toys being loved, and yet she's been stuck there. And so that's kind of another little hint that I have that she might be bad. Once again, that's kind of a shot in the dark, but if it is, remember this. Overall, I'm pretty excited. I still feel like this movie is a little bit unnecessary and feels like a tack on, but we'll see, because like I said, Pixar rarely swings and misses, so it'll be really exciting to see kind of what do they have to add to the story besides maybe just filling in some gaps and sending them on another adventure. Because I think once you go past 3, it's like, why not do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? And I really wouldn't like them to do that. I like the confined trilogy that they have, without bogging it down with extra movies. But it could be good, it could be funny, and it could be entertaining, and I'm sure it will be on some level, but hopefully it's up to the standards that the other Toy Story movies were. Well, that's what I think about the trailer. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to these videos. It truly does help us out when you do that. Be sure to especially like us on Facebook. That's kind of our home page. We've been doing a podcast every single week where we talked about the TV finales that we loved and hated this past week with JC. He was on the podcast. It was great. So much fun recording. We do that every week. We post polls and different opinions and movie reviews and trailer reactions. So make sure that you're liking us on Facebook. That's kind of our home base for now. But as always, I am Matt, and thank you so much for watching.
Y'all ready for this? Yeah.